everyone, my host Kaylee Iwatari. I'm back with a new Let's Play, Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations. This is like my favorite game. I love this one. So today we're going to start a new game and get into the first case, Turnabout Memories. How did I get into this mess? Why did I do that? That girl, you shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, it's none of your business. I'm telling you for your sake. If you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news. You're lying. Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Stop it. Don't talk about her like that. Oh dear. It wasn't me. I didn't do it. Five years earlier, Mia Fey's second trial. Wow. Did Phoenix just kill someone? Holy. Well. Or does it look like Phoenix just killed someone? April 11th. 9:40 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 3. Phew, it's finally time. I'm kind of nervous. Oh, Mr. Grossberg, good morning. Mia, please calm yourself down. You're going to get yourself arrested for suspicious behavior, you know. What are you talking about? I am relaxed, Mr. Grossberg. Look at me. I am relaxed. Let go of my lapels. You haven't got the temperament to be a lawyer. I'm so sorry. It's just that I'm so nervous today. Oh, that's right. This is your first time in this big leagues, isn't it? Oh, never you fear, my dear. I'm Marvin Grossberg. I'm at your service. Actually, this is my second time in court. Still, you surprised me. What was your earnest request last night? Let me handle this case, you suddenly said, and quite forcefully, too. I just found out yesterday about the case, I mean. What? And you've already learned all the relevant facts? Well, about that, you see, of course, I have. Yes, I think. Oh, dear. In any case, don't let our client see you're so nervous. You see the poor young man in the pink sweater over there? That's our client. Good morning there, everybody. Good morning. Try to keep smiling, Mia. I just want to say I'll give it all I've got. Yep, it'll be fine. No problem. Oh, what's wrong? Do you have a cold or something, Mr. Right? Actually, it's right. Like the Flying Brothers. People screw it up all the time. And yes, I have a cold. That's what the mask is for. My dog says this way. I won't give it to anyone else. Be kind to others, he says. Right, Mr. Wright, you have nothing to fear in court today. If you're truly innocent, I promise I will save you. Please, let go of my shirt. That's right, he's the one on trial today, not you. He's the one who should be nervous. You need to stay strong for your client, Mia. My name is Mia Fey. I'm still pretty new at this whole lawyer thing. The first time I appeared in court was a year ago. But that trial traumatized me so badly, I thought I'd never set foot in another courtroom again. It's been 1 year since then, and well, here I am again. But this time I'll win. For my client, and for myself. April 11th, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom Number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Phoenix Wright. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense today is Miss Mia Fey, was it? Yes, Your Honor. Is there a problem? I was under the impression that Marvin Grossberg was to be leading the defense. Sorry, guys. Yes, well, you see, Mr. Grossberg had a bit of an emergency. Emergency? Doesn't look him standing there right next to you? Yes, well... You're just a rookie. Are you sure you can really handle this? Don't let him scare you, Mia. Give him your toughest look. Of course, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please. Well. I can't believe a veteran like me has to spend this time babysitting a new defense lawyer. Don't worry, little girl. It will all be over soon. What was that all about? Was he trying to trash talk me? Now then, I'd like to proceed with a summary of events on the day in question. The incident occurred on the campus of Ivy University. The murder weapon was a student named Doug... murder victim, not what... The murder victim was a student named Doug Swallow. He was a fourth-year student studying pharmacology. It seems like he was a very bright young man. Yes, well, next we have a photo taken of the scene in the crime. Students discovered the scene shortly after the murder. They found the victim's body. And the defendant, who had obviously bungled his getaway, they then called the police. That certainly makes the defendant look very suspicious indeed. Very well. The court accepts this photo into the record as evidence. Crime photo added to the court record. By the way, I can't quite tell the cause of death from this photo. Your reputation for sagacity is well earned, Your Honor. The truth is that the victim died of a rather unusual death. An unusual death? What do you mean, Mr. Payne? Well, perhaps the defense would like to take this question. Huh? Me? A simple question. I thought it might loosen you up a bit. I am a gentleman, if you will. What? Stand up to him, Mia. Show him what you're made of. A perfect opportunity. Well, what was it? The cause of death. Please say you know at least this much. I'm so sorry. I didn't get a chance to read through the whole file. Oh, my hemorrhoids are beginning to act up. Now see here. The details of the case are filed under the court record. But you knew that already, didn't you? The court record. I think I can see that by touching the court record button. All of the weapons we need can be found in the court record. Take a good hard look at the data there. And think carefully before you answer, my dear. Yes, sir. I'll do just that. I've got to stay calm. I can't let that prosecutor get the better of me. The court record, okay. Let's take a look. I just touched the court record button here. The court record button is right here. Well, actually, we will look at this. They want the cause of death. Date and time of death, April 9th at 3 p.m. Cause of death was a fatal electric shock. Now then, would the attorney for the defense please answer the question? What was the cause of death? Electrocution. According to the court record, it was a fatal electric shock. In other words, electrocution. Electrocution? But how could such a thing happen? Did the murderer use some type of new super powerful stun gun, perhaps? The answer to that will become crystal clear as the trial proceeds, Your Honor. But before that, there is one more vital issue. What's that? My motive, of course. Apparently there was some bad blood between the victim and the defendant. Bad blood? What do you mean? Oopsie, I'm terribly sorry. You're the defense attorney, so you must know all about it. I shouldn't be stealing your spotlight like this. I really don't like this guy's smug attitude. That's Winston Payne for you. He is one smooth operator, if you catch my drift. They don't call him the rookie killer for nothing, you know. Now then, let's hear from the defense. What was the source of the bad blood between the victim and the defendant? And this time I would like to see some supporting evidence. Evidence? No need to get all worked up over this. As I said, all our weapons can be found in the court record. Find the evidence you need and then shove it into old Greybeard's face, okay? Yes, sir. Into old Greybeard's face, huh? Mr. Rosberg, try to set a better example for the young lady. Mia, evidence isn't the only thing in the court record. People's profiles are there as well. You can toggle between profiles and evidence, so be sure to go over it all. Now then, let's see what you've got. What was the cause of the bad blood between Phoenix Wright and the victim? Well, speaking of toggling, it has to do with this lovely little lady here, Dahlia Hawthorne. Age 20, gender female, Phoenix Wright's girlfriend, dated the victim, Doug Swallow, up until 8 months ago. The reason for the bad blood between the two of them was this woman here. Dahlia Hawthorne, is it? Very good, Miss Fey. You seem to have picked up on at least this much. This woman is the girlfriend of the defendant, Phoenix Wright. But up until about 8 months ago, she was with the victim, Mr. Swallow. Clearly, she has some part to play in this story. A large part to play in this story. He's done it again. Before the cross-examination starts, he's already got the judge thinking like he wants. Very well, Mr. Payne, please call your first witness. If it pleases the court, the prosecution would like to call Mr. Phoenix Wright. What, the defendant himself? Miss Fey. It's fine, after all. Mr. Wright is innocent, right? The defense has no objection. Very well. The court calls Mr. Phoenix Wright to the witness stand. Witness, please state your name and occupation. Yes, my name is Phoenix Wright. Job is well, right now I guess I'm a suspect. Oh, no, he means what did you do before you were arrested? I was a university student. Mr. Wright, you understand that you were suspected in the death of Mr. Doug, but I didn't do it. I'm innocent, I tell you. I'm telling you I was. Will the defendant please refrain from passing on his code to the rest of us? It seems the witness has something he wants to say. Well then, Mr. Wright. Please tell us about your relation to the victim. Right away, Your Honor. The victim and I. I admit I was there. But I'm not a killer. All I did was find his body. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe. I see. So you hardly knew the victim? Right, like I said, I'm not a killer. Phew, it looks like the judge understands. You're being naive, you know, too naive. Huh? It seems that you've forgotten one small thing, young lady. And that would be? This witness still has to undergo something called cross-examination. Cross-examination? He is right, and it's the defense's duty to carry out the cross-examination. The purpose is to determine a witness's testimony if it contains any contradictions. Contradictions? If a witness is lying, their statement will conflict with the court record. But Mr. Wright is my client. Even if he is your client in court, all lies must be struck down. As a lawyer, that is your duty, you see. What does he mean by that? Is he saying that testimony just now? That there was a lie, a contradiction? Now then, your cross-examination if you please, Miss Fey. Please, Mr. Wright, tell me you haven't been lying. You wouldn't do that to me, would you? Well, yes. Mia, yes, he was lying. And it's right at the end of his testimony here. I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe. The crime took place behind the AVU building. Actually, I need to do this first. Mr. Wright, you stated the following in your testimony. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. That's right. I mean, how would I even... But that doesn't sound right. If you hardly knew him, then why would you say that the victim was a stuck-up British wannabe? Well, Mr. Wright? No, it wasn't me. I'm not a killer, I swear. Mr. Wright, I will give you an opportunity to revise your testimony. How is it that you knew the victim was, as you put it, a British wannabe? Yes, well... He was always walking around with a huge Union Jack on the back of his shirt. Well, I don't see any Union Jack on there. Are you certain you saw the Union Jack? Yeah, I'm sure. It was right there on his back. Miss Fey, is there some sort point to this line of questioning? Your Honor, please take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, there's absolutely nothing written on the victim's back. Hey, wait a minute, he's wearing a leather jacket. The Union Jack was on the back of the t-shirt he was wearing. I was under the impression that you accidentally came across the body. But if that was really the case, then you wouldn't know that, would you? You'd have no idea at all what he was wearing underneath that jacket. Mr. Wright, he's been lying to me. Please forgive me. Mia, you've made the cry. Let him. That P on his chest doesn't stand for Phoenix anyways. Can't believe I trusted him. Mr. Bright was all wrong. That was an impressive bit of cross-examination. Thank you for uncovering the defendant's lies for me. It's quite clear that the man did not simply stumble upon the scene of the crime. Uh-oh. Did I go too far? By the way, Mr. Wright. You seem to have a rather bad cold. Have you taken any medicine for it? Yeah, it took some, but... Was the medicine that you took an over-the-counter brand called Cold Killer X? Yeah, that's right. It kills colds good. Hey, wait a second. How did you know I'm a big fan of Cold Killer X? Would you happen to have that medicine with you right now? Well, actually, I seem to have lost it somewhere. He lost it? Does this even have anything to do with the case? Mr. Wright, shall I tell you where your cold medicine is right now? Huh? Your Honor, I'd like you to take a look at another photo from the crime scene. What's this? In the victim's hand, it's Cold Killer X. Yes, but even I've got a bottle of Cold Killer X in my apartment. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that argument won't work. There's no doubt who this bottle of Cold Killer X belongs to. Especially since Mr. Wright's fingerprints were all over it. What? Something is murderous intent. Mr. Swallow must have picked up the bottle of medicine, dropped on Mr. Wright, and hid it in his hand. His purpose in doing so can only have been to identify his killer as Phoenix Wright. Order in the court. Your Honor, I'd like to present this photo and bottle as evidence. Very well. The court will accept them into the record. And photo added. Cold Killer X bottle added. Also, the victim's wristwatch was broken. Broken? Yes, it ceased functioning when a large wave of electricity passed through it. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have a kind of explanation for all this? This is really bad. Oh, my buttocks, my poor arm hurts. What really happened? The truth is, I went because he called me. He was in the pharmacology department, so we agreed to meet at 2:45 behind that building. We talked for a bit, and then at around 3, we split up. Then later, when I went back, I thought I'm lying there. I've been taking Cold Killer X for the last 2 or 3 days. But I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident. Mr. Wright, that's completely different than the testimony you gave previously. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I was afraid you wouldn't believe the truth. You'll forgive me if I say I hardly find your current testimony any more credible. Miss Fey, please begin your cross-examination. Oh, please, Mr. Wright. Don't tell any more lies. I'm not quite sure on this one, so I'm just going to press. Had you ever met the victim before then? No, never. But that day, he called me up and told me he had to want to talk to me about Dolly. And this Dolly person is... it's kind of embarrassing. She's my sweetheart. Ooh, what was that for, Mia? Oh, I'm so sorry. I just felt like slapping something all of a sudden. Dolly Hoffer was also the lover of the murder victim, Doug Swallow. Before she met Mr. Wright, that is. So it was one of those nasty love triangles, I see. Was it Mr. Swallow who indicated you should meet at 2:45? Yeah, and we were both there right on time. You said the victim was in the pharmacology department, correct? Yeah, he was studying how to manipulate and improve pharmaceuticals. Everyone's called him the alchemist of IVU. An alchemist? I see. Gotta admit, it was a little suspicious. He had a whole laboratory and everything. It was filled with chemicals and strange machines that run on high-voltage electricity. Oh, how fascinating. He sounds like he was quite an ambitious young man. What do I do? Maybe I should ask him for some more details. At the time of the meeting about the pharmacology department, or forget it. About the pharmacology department. I was wondering if you could tell us a bit more about the pharmacology department. Well, okay, sure. I don't know all that much, though. A little bit earlier in your testimony, you said something interesting. You said the department uses strange machines that run on high-voltage electricity. That's right, and they sure look dangerous. They use non-standard voltages, so there are high-voltage cables everywhere. High-voltage cables, huh? Yeah, there was electrical poles set up all around the building. The high-voltage cables run overhead around the roof. Finally, I think we're getting somewhere. So what was it you were talking about? You know, maybe it should, we should hang out again sometime. Hang out again sometime? I wish that were true. Let's check out that other statement. The other topic, I mean. About timing of the meeting. So you're absolutely certain that you met at 2:45? Yeah, pretty sure. That's the time the class ends. But they're always doing experiments, so it doesn't matter much. Experiments? Yeah, those pharmacology guys are always in the lab whipping up something. Well, looks like he's right about the time anyway. Goodness, let's go on with your testimony. So you say you went back? Yeah, that's when I found the body. Yes, but why did you go back in the first place? Weren't you angry with him? Well, that's right, I was. Then why, Mr. Wright? Why did you go back there? I thought maybe we could make up. Judging by the atmosphere, I'm pretty sure no one is spying us. It's rather unusual to catch a cold this time of the year, isn't it? Yeah, I always get a little careless when the weather starts to warm up. I guess I shouldn't sleep with the window open this early in spring, huh? I suppose common sense is not always common. So, did anyone else know that you were taking cold medicine? I always took one after meals, so I'm pretty sure all my friends knew about it. On the day of the incident? What did you do for lunch? Huh? What does that have to do with anything? You can never be too sure. I always eat with Dolly. Just the two of us. Dolly's homemade lunches are just the greatest. Her mini omelets are magically delicious. What, are they Lucky Charms? Ouch, why did you punch me in the jaw? Oh, I'm so sorry. I just felt like hurting someone all of a sudden. 'Cause I hate Lucky Charms. I think that's enough for now. So the defendant and the victim met at approximately the time of the death. And then the defendant returned to the scene for some unknown reason. I'm not entirely convinced by the explanation about the medicine bottle either. May be frank, you're Mr. Right. Testimony cannot be trusted. What do you mean? I know it was too much work for a little girl. However, there is one mystery that still remains. There is, Your Honor. How the murder was carried out, of course. Just how was the victim electrocuted? I don't believe the murder weapon has been produced yet, correct? Well, that is, you are correct, Your Honor. So how exactly was Mr. Swallow killed? If I could somehow establish how it was done, maybe I could still come out of this mess smelling like a rose. Your Honor. Yes, Miss Fey? I believe that if we were to piece together everything we've heard up until now, we should be able to solve the mystery of how Mr. Swallow died. That would be most impressive. Quite the brash statement coming from a rookie. Even a beginner like you must understand the basic rules of the court, yes? An attorney must be able to substantiate their arguments with evidence. Of course I know that. Actually, I had totally forgotten about that. Now then, Miss Fey, let me see what you've got. Show me how you believe the victim was electrocuted. Well, you can see there are electrical wires in this photograph. As for the cause of death, I'd say this picture captures it quite well. What? But there is nothing that, even remotely resembles a murder weapon here. I'm afraid the defense is going to have to explain this in a bit more detail. Miss Fey, where exactly in the photo is the murder weapon? Well, there's electrical wires everywhere, so, what's an electrical pole? Let's try that. Well, naturally, it's right around here, I think. Miss Fey, I'm deeply disappointed in you. I'm disappointed as well, Miss Fey. To be honest, I'm a bit disappointed too, Mia. Achoo. I hate to use my brain on this. Come on, Mia. You can't strike out here. Luckily, since it's the opening tutorial case, I'm not getting any strikes. Okay. There. Well, naturally, it's right here. That's... What is that? A severed electrical cable, I believe, Your Honor. Remember the testimony we've heard? The machines pharmacology students use in their experiments require high voltage. And because of that, there are special high voltage cables strung up everywhere. So then the high voltage cable? Yes, the high voltage cable is the cause of death. That is the most likely explanation. Certainly sounds plausible. Well, Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this? Well, I believe some praise is in order. Don't toy with me, old man. Now, the victim's cause of death may indeed have been a high-voltage cable. However, I want you to think about what that really implies. The only one who had the opportunity to use the cable as a murder weapon was the defendant. Achoo! That much is certainly true. Yes, and that's not all. We have proof. Irrefutable proof that will establish that Mr. Wright was the murderer. You do? Well, what is it? That was it. His fingerprints. Fingerprints? You mean that the defendant's fingerprints were on something besides the medicine bottle? Let's take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, the victim's wearing a leather jacket. And as you may know, leather holds fingerprints quite well. You mean... Yes, it was quite clearly imprinted on the chest area of the victim's jacket. The palm print of the defendant's very own hand. What? I can only think of one way Mr. Wright could have left a print like that. Intent on murder, he squarely pushed the victim towards the severed electrical cable. Order! That's enough. I think we can conclude that there is no reason to continue with this cross-examination. Stuck a fork in us, we're done. Mr. Grossberg. My hemorrhoids never lie. The show is over, Mia. I knew that boy was guilty the first time I saw him. No, you're wrong. Mr. Wright is innocent. No further evidence is required to convince me of this man's guilt. Your Honor! At this time, I am prepared to render a verdict in this case. Do you have something further to say, Miss Fey? Is this what you want, Mr. Wright? You still haven't told us the truth, the whole truth. If you don't say something now, the judge is going to hand down his verdict. But I can't, I just can't say it. If I told you what really happened, then I'd be... It's okay, Mr. Wright. I'm your attorney. You can trust me. Miss Fey. No matter what it is you have to say, I believe in you, and I'll represent you to the very end. We've already established the defendant's guilt. There is no further need for him to say anything. Wait a minute. Mr. Wright? I will tell you what really happened. But I've already told you, Mr. Wright. There's no need for further... I did it. I admit it. I pushed him. It's my fault. My fault. Well, that's dead. That girl, you shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, it's none of your business. I'm telling you, for your sake. If you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news. You're lying. Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Stop it! Don't talk about her like that. What you just said, was that the truth? Yes, I was afraid that if I told the truth, everyone would think I was the murderer for sure. As things currently stand, we're all absolutely convinced you are. But please, give me one more chance to explain. This time, I swear I'll tell you the whole truth. It'll be okay, won't it, Miss Fey? I believe in you. Thank you. I still can't believe it. He really did push the victim. It feels like my hemorrhoids are doing the Harlem Shake. Well, we will leave that for now. I'm just gonna go save for a bit. That guy, he was talking bad about Dolly. I lost my temper and gave him a shove. At that moment, I heard some kind of loud noise. A little while after I left, I started to get worried. So I went back, but he was just laying there, dead. Well, the explanation is really quite simple. When you pushed him, Mr. Swallow flew back and touched the electrical cable. He died from the shock, and that, as they say, is that. Simple explanation indeed. At the time of the incident, a light rain had been falling. What from the rain, the victim was more easily electrocuted. But when I pushed him, there weren't any electrical cables nearby. If there had been something like that, even I would have noticed it. That's true. Even a doofus like him couldn't miss that. Miss Fey. Let me warn you right now that if your cross-examination doesn't yield any new facts, I intend to deliver my verdict without further delay. Are we clear on that? Yes, Your Honor. Don't give up, Mia. If he is innocent, there must be some kind of evidence somewhere that will prove it. Okay, so I know which one I need to press on. On the noise. A loud noise? And what would you say that loud noise was, Mr. Wright? I'm not sure, but it was really loud. It was like snap. You know, come to think of it, I wonder what that was. Clearly, Your Honor, it was the sound of the victim being electrocuted. You're not qualified to decide that. What should I do? I'm treading on some dangerous ground here. Ask for more details. Mr. Wright, that loud sound you heard may be extremely important, so try to remember what it was. How do I put it? It was like a sharp crack. Could it have been... Yes? Could it have been? Hurry up and tell us. When I pushed him, he dropped the umbrella he was holding. He fell right on top of it and it broke. That was probably the noise I heard. An umbrella, huh? And did that umbrella belong to the victim? Yeah, it was a plastic umbrella, cheap and frail, kind of like the owner. And again, I wish I had any kind of umbrella. I was totally soaked to the bone. Miss Fey. What do you think? Is there something important in that testimony just now? Well, yes, of course there is. This is it, Mia. The new information you've been waiting for. Of course it's important. No, this cheap umbrella is more than important. It's vital. I unofficially have it entered in the testimony. Perfectly fitting, flimsy information for a flimsy lawyer. The court agrees in the defense's request. Witness, please add the bit about the cheap umbrella to your testimony. After I shoved him, he fell down on top of his cheap umbrella. Is it in this one or the other one? It wouldn't be this one, that's a close-up. Okay, and this one. Why didn't you testify about the umbrella from the very beginning? Come on, if I had mentioned that, I would have been able to counter the prosecution's arguments earlier. What do you mean by that? Take another look at the crime scene photo. According to Mr. Wright, the victim fell on top of his umbrella. However, if you look closely, the umbrella is nowhere near the victim. Actually, it's by the electrical pole. You're absolutely right. The conclusion here is obvious. After the defendant left, the victim moved from where he fell. In other words, after he was pushed by the defendant, Mr. Swallow was still alive. Ah! Order, order, order! The victim, he moved? Mr. Payne, the umbrella in the photo, where is it now? Well, it was collected by the police at the crime scene. I want it presented as evidence immediately. Umbrella added to the court record. But the umbrella could have simply been blown there by the wind. According to the testimony, the victim fell on top of the umbrella. There's simply no way it could have been blown there by the wind. I know this matter of the umbrella seems relatively trivial, but as long as the smallest doubt remains, I cannot render final judgment. However, I still find it hard to believe that a huge hole has been blown in the prosecution's case by the defendant's testimony. Phoenix's testimony added to the court record. Well done, Mia. Mr. Payne, what are you cackling about? Pardon me, Your Honor. It seems I was expecting too much of a free ride. It was foolish to think I could establish guilt through cross-examination alone. I'm afraid I don't follow what you're saying. Uh-oh. Let me guess. You have another witness. Exactly. And this witness's testimony will be incontrovertible. Well, who is this witness? Miss Talia Hawthorne. Talia Hawthorne? You don't mean her? I do, Your Honor. The defendant's very own lover is a witness to this whole thing. That's right. She was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. I'm sorry to break the bad news to you, my dear. Bad news? You couldn't be more wrong. Actually, I've been waiting for this. You can't be serious! Mia, what do you mean by that? I think this is a good point for us to stop at. Court will now enter a 20-minute recess. Afterwards, we will listen to the testimony of Miss Talia Hawthorne. I mean that I've escorted saddle with her, Mr. Grossberg. April 11th, 11:52 a.m. District Defendant lobby number 3. Miss Fey, I'm sorry about what happened back there. It's alright. At least you told us the truth in the end, Mr. Wright. Yeah, so I guess I can start to relax then, huh? Relax, my boy? You can't be serious after hiding such important facts? but the next witness is my dolly, right? She'll save me. I just know she will. Why do you think that? Huh? What do you mean? She's the love of my life. That's why. The love of your life, huh? Would you mind telling me more about you and Miss Talia Hawthorne? Sure, no problem. Dolly and we first met about 8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse. Actually, I'm studying to be a lawyer on the side anyway. One day, she and I just bumped into each other in the reading room downstairs. That's why I really think it was fate that brought us together. As soon as I first set eyes on her, I knew she was the one for me. Oh, here, take a look at this. She gave this to me the day we met as a symbol of our love. She had been wearing it around her neck that day, but then she took it off, but before she gave it to me, she said, I want you to carry this. So she gave it to you as a present, I see. This darling little bottle is filled with memories of my darling little dolly. It certainly is a little bottle, all right. It makes me so happy. I show it to everyone I meet. I want to share my happiness with the whole world. Dolly is present, borrowed from Phoenix Wright. Anyway. So after that, you and Miss Hawthorne started dating? Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me. Please give it back now. What a strange girl, asking for a present back like that. By the way, Mr. Wright, the day you first met Dolly Hawthorne 8 months ago, it wouldn't happen to have been on August 27th, would it? Huh? Yeah, it was. How did you know? This happened on August 27th, right here in this courthouse. What is this, a newspaper clipping? Let's see. Murder in the courthouse. Murder? Murder? What are you reading there? Let me see that. Oh, I see. Mia, I think I understand what you're trying to say. And I think I understand why you suddenly took such a keen interest in this case. You believe there is some relationship between these two cases, am I correct? Newspaper clipping added in the court record. I hope you don't mind, Mr. Grossberg. I need to finish this myself. Oh, yes, but I'm afraid what you have will not be enough, my dear. I'll go and have a look at the downstairs reading room and see what else I can find. Thank you. I want to do whatever I can to be of help to you, Mia. Well, it looks like recess is about over. We'd better all get moving. I guess so. That recess sure seemed longer than 20 minutes, though. To be continued for now. That's the end of the first half of the first case, the trial for the first case. I'm your host, Kaylee Hiwatari. Please like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you think, and next time we'll continue the trial.